What's up, JW here, and today is the review of Revolution last night. Really, really good show. So they started off the show with Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho. Really good match. Ricky Starks ended up winning. Jericho couldn't have the Jericho Appreciation Society outside of the ring. They were banned back to ringside, and Ricky Starks was able to pick up the victory. Really good match. I enjoyed it. Next match was a coffin match. It was actually really good match between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. This feud's been building almost for like a year now, and Jungle Boy was able to beat Christian. He put him in the coffin, shut it, and then, the thing fell through the stage. It was really cool how they added that effect to it, but I really enjoyed that match. Next was the Trios Tag Title match against the Elite versus the House of Black. The Elite were the Trios Tag Champions, and they actually ended up losing. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure in that going in to see that match, because it really could have gone. I saw it going either way, and the House of Black was able to win. Really happy for them to be champions, because I really enjoyed the House of Black. Next was the four-way tag match. It was not JBL. Oh my God, Jay Lethal, not JBL, but JBL's in WWE. Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Danhausen, and Orange Cassidy, probably the funniest group ever. Billy Gunn's sons. That's why I have two Billy Gunn figures here, because they've not made them. It was Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn, and then what was oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Danhausen, Orange Cassidy, Colton Gunn, Austin Gunn, and I forgot the other tag team that was in the group. Clearly they didn't do very good, the other group. I already forgot who they were. Oh my God, I'm really drawing a blank. Well, the Guns retained the titles, and the FTR returned after they've been injured, and they're back. They've been gone for a long time, and they beat up the Guns and held the titles up. I'm so excited to see FTR back. I was very hyped for that. Can't remember the group. Sorry about that. I can't remember the other group. Next match was for the TNT title, Wardlow versus Samoa Joe. Will Hobbs was out in the crowd at the skybox, and Wardlow actually was able to win the title. It's AEW can be really stupid here, or they can be smart. So Will Hobbs has the brass ring thing for the ladder match, and this is the fourth one. Every single one they've done, the person is lost. So it's their version of the Money in the Bank. If Will Hobbs loses next week to Wardlow, it is the dumbest thing in AEW history, wrestling history, because they've literally ruined that thing. Whenever a guy wins now the brass ring, it literally is stupid. There's no point in winning it, because they always lose. So I really hope Will Hobbs wins. If he doesn't win, it's just AEW being retarded. I love AEW, but seriously, this is the fourth time now, and if he loses, that's 4 times in a row. Every time the person's won, that thing is lost. So next was Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley. Amazing match. It was an absolute amazing match. It was a Texas Roadhouse match. It was really good. Texas Death Match. Oh my God, Roadhouse. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it was barbed wire everywhere and stuff. It looked like Moxley was going to win. Moxley took a fork to Hangman Adam Page's head, stabbing him several times. So blood was shooting out of Hangman's head from getting stabbed with the fork. Moxley was bleeding like crazy. Really good match. Well, it looked like Moxley was going to win. And Hangman was able to get a chain around his neck, and Moxley fell out of the ring, and it looked like he was hanging him pretty much. Moxley ended up tapping out because he could not breathe at all. Hangman won. Really good match. The next match was an hour and a half long match. Insane. So it was a 60-minute Iron Man match versus MJF versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship. They ended up tying after the 60 minutes, 3-3. Both got 3, so MJF wasn't retaining the title. Well, Tony Khan told Tony Schiavone that it was going to be nothing until it'll be a sudden death. So he went down to the announcer and told him, so they had another match. They went for another 30 minutes. Daniel Bryan was bleeding from the elbow. MJF was a bloody mess. He actually got busted open from real. He did a diving headbutt and busted open his head. It was a real hard way, but busted open because there was a knot in his head, a huge knot. It was nasty. And MJF was able to beat Bryan Danielson by getting him in a submission lock and won. So MJF is still world champion. I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. Probably one of the better ones they've done. They've all their pay-per-views are really good, but this one was really good. Really enjoyed the Jon Moxley Hangman match and the MJF and Bryan Danielson match. All the matches were pretty good. But overall, great show. Out of 5, I would say 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5, I would say. Really good. This is JRW. Make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more wrestling figure content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.